Welcome back to Subnautica. I'm standing here in my prawn suit inside Alien Grand Central Station, and I'm going to mine me some ion cubes. Now, I've actually already tried this out. I spent a little bit of time sort of running around and grabbing a little bit of extra equipment that I'm going to need in order to manufacture some of these fancy new batteries. But wanted to show you what it looks like to mine electronics from a rich vein of green electronics. I don't know. It's such a silly thing you can only do in a video game. But yeah, so I've got some ion cubes. I've got a bunch of other stuff I need to. I've got some silicone. I've got some fiber mesh. I've got some gold and silver ore. I needed the fiber mesh for other unrelated reasons, and so I thought I'd grab it while I was back at base. I also brought some seed clusters because I realized that fiber mesh and silicone are some of the things that I can't make down here. But Cloudcraft told me that actually I might be able to grow my own creep vines if I built myself a grow bed. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Now I'm going to stay away from Cthulhu over here by going around the side. And we're going to see if I can find the exit to this place. So during my sort of between episode sessions, I actually got incredibly lost trying to find the place I'm about to go to. So hopefully I do a little bit of a better job this time. The problem is because of the terrain pop-in that you get, and I don't know if this is only a thing that happens on console or if you also see this on PC, because the terrain pops in like this, sometimes it looks like there's an aperture in a place where there's actually just a slight indent in the wall and the background of the indentation has not yet popped in. And so when I'm going this way and I'm looking for the exit, I'm looking for a particular cave, like a particular sort of shape of entrance. And it's really easy to sort of get confused in a world that seems to be full of apertures. Oh, real quick, I should actually grab some kyanite too. I think I've got some back at base, but just in case, you know, because we're going to need some kyanite to make the tablet we need to make. So I feel like something might be attacking me. Please don't teleport me out of my ship. Just a second. This is not a ship. This is a suit? This is a something. I don't know. Hey, why don't you fight that other monster? Oh. Ah! Dang it. I knew that was going to happen. Little jerk monster. No, no, no. Get in the prawn. That's what I'm doing. I realize things are attacking me, but I just desperately need this kyanite. Okay, fine, fine. You want to fight? You want to fight? Yeah, you take that. Get away from me. All right, here we go. Anyway, back to mining. Oh, gosh. You know what? Whatever. Fine. I know I'm the interloper here. Luckily, I have fiber mesh, so I can make a first aid station. You get away from me. Don't you dare rip me out of this prawn and drop it into the lava. That is not a thing you are going to be allowed to do to me. Oh, hey, cool. So this is not the place I thought I was going, but it looks like it's probably just as good. So I'll leave this way. Nope, not going to Eel Town. Please, yes, please catch on. Okay, good. Okay, I'm just going to stick my face into some rocks while I recharge my jump jets. There we go. And now I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. All right. Oh, is this some unguarded kyanite? Yes, it is. So Grimace and I were discussing a little bit whether or not I should play Breath Edge some more. I thought I had kind of, because the distances between me and my destinations just seemed so huge. I was feeling a little bit disheartened, and I thought I might not go back to it. But then a friend told me I'm actually pretty close to gaining some more mobility and some more oxygen capacity. So maybe I should play a little bit further. So I don't know. Maybe I'll still give it another try. Stealthy Assassin does confirm, by the way, that the terrain pop-in is definitely more of an issue on console than it is on PC. So if you're planning to play this on PC, you can probably expect the terrain pop-in not to be as big of a deal. That's probably enough. Whatever. Okay, so where am I headed? Over there. Oh, gold. No, I got plenty of gold. I don't need any more gold. Time to quit screwing around and head back to base. Yeah, so if you get it just right, you can basically swing on your cable and get a lot of speed that way. But if you do it just wrong, you just end up colliding with things. And that's usually what I end up doing. It's interesting how these rays are basically the same shape as the ones at the Blue Lake, except the Blue Lake ones are much prettier and are translucent. It's like they're the same species, but slightly different, or like they're maybe affected by the presence of that blue water, or maybe they're just like related species. I don't know. Anyway, I get so turned around in this place. Oh, yeah. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not interested in meeting that guy. Alright, let's recharge his old jump jets. And let's try to go where large creatures would have trouble following me. Though, actually, since it was clipping through the rocks, maybe that's just not a thing. Maybe there's nowhere it can't go. Almost. Okay, let's see if I can stand on this. Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to hang then. I'm going to hang until my jump jets recharge. Don't want to go all the way down there, not when my destination is up here. Stealthy Assassin is calling me Spider Prawn for web swinging around. Spider Prawn, does whatever a spider prawn does. Ha-ha! I just kicked a leech. Let's see if I can stand on this. Can I? Sort of. Probably doesn't look normal. Whee! Alright, let's stand here for a second. We're getting real close now. Oh, hey, Grimace, by the way, I noticed that that you watched a few of my State of Decay 2 videos. I know at some point I'm going to have to go back to playing State of Decay 2. I was just so disheartened by that loss. The loss of both Chester and Leroy in one episode was just, it was a lot. Alright, let's charge up a little bit. That's probably enough. There we go. Now we can land and recharge real fast. Grimace says you weren't supposed to notice. Well, you know, I mean, you left comments on like 3 of them, so it's hard not to. Ah, no, this is not as far as I wanted to fall down. Ah. I mean, that's the opposite of what I meant to say. I mean, that is further than I intended to fall down. Okay, so the question is, do I need to go all the way back to my base, or do I have everything I need up in here? Hi, I would like to be received inside this thing. Thank you.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
All right, so let's see what I can get out of this thing. So, oh wait, I don't have any space. All right, first things first. Let's just drop some stuff off that I don't quite need yet. Do I have room in here? I have got so much gold and silver already. That's just silliness. How about, for the moment, I drop off... Actually, you know what? I think I've made enough space now. Let's make us some fancy batteries. Grab these guys. And then let's also grab a couple of kyanites. So the first thing we care about is making ourselves another blue tablet. Which is, where is that? Is that here? Yes. Blue tablet. So we got one of those. And then we can make ourselves some ion batteries. I think we can make 6 of these with what I brought with me. Grimace says, talking about me having noticed that he'd left comments. He says, "You're a big time streamer now. I should have gotten lost in your thousands of fans." Yeah, definitely not up in the thousands range. I think I technically have maybe a couple thousand subscribers on YouTube. Most of those people do not watch my videos, which is fine. They're not required to. Okay, so power cell. Oh, wait. Ion power cell, 2 batteries, and I dropped off the silicone rubber. That's right. I was trying to remember, why don't I have silicone rubber? Okay, so the question is, do I want to make all 6 of these? I think I don't. Okay, I think what I want to do is make 2 power cells out of these guys. And eventually I want to make a lot more, but we'll start here. So we'll make 2 power cells, but we'll keep the 2 regular batteries and use those in my equipment. And what's the... Oh, right. Okay, so I think the Sea Glide is probably the thing that I run out of batteries the fastest. So let's change it to an ion battery, which hopefully should last a lot longer. Let's charge my old battery. And now I've got a replacement ion battery here for when it runs out. And then these 2 power cells. So I have not been taking trips in the Prawn that took long enough for me to need to worry about its power cell. So I think I'm going to continue not worrying about that. I think I'm going to use these power cells in the big guy. Okay, so now, so the 2 things I have that drain power the fastest, the Cyclops and the Sea Glide, now both have fancier power cells. Oh, you know what? I should take these 2 partially depleted power cells back with me to my base to recharge them. I guess I want to leave the sub here. I'm just curious about... Okay, power level's at 95 now. That's good. Let's head back to... Wait, let's take the Brawn. Let's head back to base, start charging these power cells, and also, oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to do was plant these plants, plant some creep vines, so that I can start manufacturing my own creep vine products down here. There's Nickel Station. So Grimace asks, what worked on Subnautica that didn't work on Breath Edge? So I think part of my issue with Breath Edge is the rate at which they give you confidence traveling long distances. That's probably my number one issue with it, because like the thing that made me want to quit initially was the fact that it looked like basically trying to get from one place to another and getting breaths of oxygen in between was a lot of work and a lot of sort of fear of losing resources or wasting resources, and so it made travel intimidating. Whereas with Subnautica, the places you want, like in Breath Edge, from the very beginning, you're in the most dangerous sort of oxygen situation you can be in, which is you're in space. And it doesn't get much worse than that. In Subnautica, you start in the shallows. You start in a place where you can always swim up anywhere you want to go and breathe. And so it gave me sort of like a confidence to sort of like, well, I can explore anywhere I want to. I can always breathe. I can't go very deep yet, but I don't need to go deep yet. And so I ran around with a lot of confidence that I could go where I needed to go, and that I wasn't basically risking, either suffocation or losing incredibly valuable resources to avoid suffocation, the way that I do with Breath Edge. And so that was one issue. Another issue I think is the way that Breath Edge, it gives you a lot of different tools and makes you carry them around basically. If you want to be able to deal with whatever situations the game puts you in, you need to have all your tools available, but each one takes up 2 inventory slots, and there's a lot of them, and the differences between them, the reasons why they're necessary is not very clear. And so there is some like frustration inherent in that, where I'm like, okay, I've got a drill and a grabber, and like things in holes can be gotten like alkali deposits and aluminum deposits don't look really different, except they require 2 different tools that take up. Oh, good. My base doesn't have legs again, because that's how things work in this game. 2 different tools, each of which takes up 2 slots in my inventory, and it feels kind of like frustrating. It feels like I'm getting less powerful over time as I keep having to hold more and more tools in my inventory, and then manually equip those tools each time I want to use them, that sort of thing. So yeah, so there's some ways that the system sort of create probably an unnecessary level of frustration and like loss anticipation. So that's what started sort of wearing on me. But I also hear from my friend that actually starts getting better around the time that I quit. Like basically I might be a player who sort of is right on the edge of like they've tuned the systems so that, I'm trying to remember, okay, I do have titanium here. They tuned the systems in such a way that a player starts to feel this anxiety, and then a player who's not me might start to feel that kind of anxiety, and then have it relieved at just the right moment. Be like, oh, I was just starting to get really frustrated with this, but then you gave me the tool I needed. Whereas, for me, I was just across on the near side of that line where I got frustrated just before hitting the point where it was going to get easier. But because my friend likes it, I'm inclined to give it another try. Let's see if this will grow, if this can be set here. I probably can't. Oh, hey, it can. If I set it in just the right spot, I can put one right here. Okay, so let's see.
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches and stank root.
While I'm here, wait, is this is not the same thing. I think I accidentally grabbed the wrong thing. Hold on. That's an interior grow bed, right? Yeah, this is an exterior. Aha. Yeah, so if I find just the right spots, I can build these outside without foundations. I brought lead with me in case I needed to build a foundation, but it looks like I actually don't. at least for farming at this scale. See if I can get one in it. This area might be too rough. Nope. Oh, there's a spot. Aha. Okay, so eventually I can make trips to grab more seeds, or as these grow, I can harvest seeds from them maybe, and start planting them all over the place. I should probably grab a snack. Well, let's get some oxygen first. So Voodoo Roll is suggesting names for for fans of my stream. I think there actually is already a name that some people have adopted. I think it's meant to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek because it feels so silly to say. I don't even know if I can say it out loud. But there is one already in the works. Stealthy Assassin says, nearly all the tools in Subnautica are optional for the most part. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, there's definitely things I can't get without this knife. I definitely can't, build things without this habitation module. I can't repair things without this. But you'll notice each of the things that I'm carrying has an extremely different function from everything else. It's like, I use this knife for harvesting, and I use the prawns drill for harvesting. Different things. Those are the only two harvesting tools I have, really. I've got the laser cutter in case I run into, ship parts. It's very rare usage, and it does feel like the kind of thing where it's like, okay, I can come back later with a laser cutter if I forgot to bring one with me, and it doesn't feel as, yeah. And because the travel is less anxiety ridden, it doesn't feel like as much of a big deal to say, oh yeah, I'll come back here later. Whereas I think in Breath Edge, it does feel like a big deal to say, I'm going to have to come back here later. So let's, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to build a medical kit thing here. Oh, I need silver in addition to my titanium. Did I bring silver here? I don't know. Nope, looks like it's just... Oh, wait a minute. I do have silver in my inventory. What's going on? What am I missing? I got titanium, I got silver. Oh, I left the fiber mesh. It's the fiber mesh I'm missing. I left the fiber mesh at the Cyclops. All right, well, next time I come back here, I got to make sure to bring fiber mesh with me, or just get some from the farm. So for right now, this is not going to be completable. Oh, I should harvest my water. So I'm gonna head back. Let's drop off some more stuff in our lockers, like for instance, salt. Let's put some salt in here. Yeah, let's drop off some more of this stuff in my lockers. And then let's head back. Oh, did I leave anything in the back of the prawn that I don't want to keep? Oh, just a bunch of kyanite. But I've already got... I think I've already got kyanite aboard the Cyclops, and I've also already got my... Oh, gosh, I just fell in the water. And I've also already got my tablet. So I think I can leave the kyanite in here as well. Let's drop off the kyanite. And this. And I think I've got lead in one of these. There we are. Lead. Lead. Titanium was here. Okay, yeah, and then, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there's my other battery. It feels like the batteries should probably be sorted next to each other. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can grab the power cells. Okay, let's head back to the Cyclops, drop a few things off, and then let's find out what is deeper inside Grand Central Station. Voodoo Roll says, I have thalassophobia, so playing this game is a battle for me. Which thing is I don't think I know thalassophobia. Is that the one where looking at like seed pods and stuff is a problem? Because I could definitely see that being an issue if you're playing this game. But I don't actually know what thalassophobia is, so... Oh yeah, so stealth. So the point the stealthy assassin was making was that it doesn't feel like you need to carry every tool in this game all the time. It feels like you can bring the right tools for the job. They have each of them has very narrow and very different usages, and it's like and they feel fundamentally different. Like cutting is different from, like. Yeah, the things that you cut are just fundamentally different from the things that you drill, which are fundamentally different from the things that you want to, swim fast through, versus the things that you like. Like a lot of my tools are things like like the sea glide. It's not about harvesting anything. It's just about moving fast and lighting things up and having a map of the terrain. It's like each of the tools in Subnautica feels like it's functionally different enough that I can, strategically eliminate them from certain activities, and I could also which is what Stealthy Assassin was saying, and even if I do have to bring multiples of them, I can really feel why I need to have different tools to do these different jobs. Whereas in Breath Edge it feels a lot more like it's just arbitrary. It's just like, yep, we've got this many different resources, and every 2 or 3 of them requires a different tool for you to carry on with you, manually slot into 4 different slots, and then manually equip in order to do it. Like I think that I don't know. And then they all have durability. You have to constantly replace them. It feels like it's adding a lot of sort of busy work to the process. That feels like it doesn't add much. I feel like I would much prefer. Thing is, the tools themselves. Some of them are funny. Some of them are interesting. I like the idea of having these tools. I just wonder if maybe they could have been, for instance, permanent upgrades to my character, right? It's like, oh, you've unlocked this tool now. And so now you always have it. And now if you go up to a thing that requires that tool and you hold the right mouse button or you click the right mouse button, you use that tool. You pull it out of your butt the way that you pull the chicken out of your butt every time you need to use it for something. And just have it be, just sort of remove all of that maintenance and stuff like that. Maybe there are other things you could maintain that maybe don't need it as often, like the oxygen balloons, for instance. Keep maintaining those, but maybe don't pour so much maintenance and effort and sort of, busy work into the basic tools to just do basic things. Okay, so I think I'm carrying all the stuff I want to carry. I guess maybe I'm not feeling the need to carry this battery around all the time. I don't know. Got a lot of water too, less of it now. I think I'm not planning on picking up a bunch of loot though. That's kind of not my purpose. So I think I'll head out with this. While I'm up here with a bunch of fish around, I should probably snack again. Stealthy Assassin also points out that another issue with Breath Edge is the fact that all of the tools look kind of the same. I actually kind of said that to my friend too. It's like you're looking at your inventory or you're looking at your quick bar, and every single tool is an orange bar with some garbage stuck on the end. Like every single one of them. And the thing is, the thing that's hard to sort of navigate is the fact that Breath Edge is definitely, very consciously, a parody to some degree of survival games. It is also a survival game. Like it is a legitimate, and honestly, in many ways, like I'm focusing here on a lot of the things that the issues that sort of kept me from playing it as much. But in a lot of ways, it is a really well designed, interesting, set of systems. Like it's a pretty good survival game. But it's also a parody of survival games. And so when I have a problem with something in the game, I don't know whether to chalk it up to, oh yeah, they could have designed this better, or if I should chalk it up to, oh, they're making fun of this. Now, I think you still have to be careful what you choose to make fun of. If you make fun of something in a way that actually makes your game not very fun to play, maybe make fun of something else. I don't know. But in any case, so these criticisms, it could easily be that these are things that the developers are perfectly aware of and are doing on purpose as satire. In which case, it's sort of it's a different kind of criticism at that point. It's less, oh hey, you should have designed this differently, and it's much more of okay, I guess we're on the same page about how this is an annoying feature in some survival games, but I don't necessarily want to keep playing through the experience of this being rough. You know, it's like it's been interesting to comment on it. I don't know if I want to actually spend hours seeing this commentary though and living this commentary. All right, so anyway, I usually avoid, you know, criticizing games or like giving sort of like bad reviews of games on here, just because, you know, I mean, I'm very, very aware of all of the pressures and difficulties that go into game development, and the last thing I want to do is sort of like add to somebody's stress level about it, and be like, you know, and be one of the voices that's criticizing them. And so I always want to emphasize the reason I feel pretty free to criticize what I've experienced in Breathedge is partly because, you know, I think that they are pretty self-aware about, I think they are pretty self-aware about, oh wait, I forgot. I'm going the wrong direction here. They are self-aware about sort of the tropes of the genre and their own position within those tropes, and so I feel like there's a good chance that a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about is stuff that they're perfectly aware of, and you know, it's not like they need to hear it from me. And so I don't think they would actually, like, you know, I don't think people on that team necessarily feel bad hearing some of these criticisms. I think that they're probably very aware of it, but also, like, I'm saying it in context where, again, like I don't know, I just should keep repeating, I really like a lot of what Breathedge is doing. I think that the oxygen management, as stressful as it is, and as much as it sort of contributed to me being afraid to progress much further, it's also very clever and harrowing. And if you want, you know, the player to feel like fear and anxiety about their survival, they picked a really good way to do it. And I'm actually very impressed by that. I think that you know, some of the humor that they've done is actually like really, really funny. I'm not a fan of the sort of CinemaSins narrator, and there's a couple of the jokes that fell flat with me, where they were like, you know, kind of pushing sort of the edginess a little bit hard, where they're like, you know, kind of self-consciously being super edgy in a way that I think I've gotten a little tired of, just, you know, in the humor world at large. And so some of the jokes didn't land with me, but some of the stuff they did was really genuinely funny. Like the time that you grab the steering wheel in the cockpit, and then the entire cockpit takes off without you and then explodes. That was a great moment. Like, that was some genuine laughs from me. And of course, yeah, because I initially forgot what direction I needed to go to reach the volcano base, I've just started wandering around this chamber, and I think I walked probably in the opposite direction from the pit that I needed to go inside. And now I'm probably being chased by Cthulhu, and it's great. Come on. Okay, I'm a little bit lower now. I'm headed back the way I came. Well, actually, you know, that's probably right, because I probably went the wrong direction initially. Going back the way I came is appropriate. What? Oh my gosh. Get away. Oh, it's got me. Okay, hold on. Drill in the face. That's what you get. A drill in the face. Okay, at the time he attacked me... Oh, I was going this direction. Okay, yeah. I got really turned around by that. Okay, I want to keep moving. My prawn suit has definitely taken damage. I'm going to have to repair. But... I want to put some distance between me and the creature first. Oh yeah, Stealthy Assassin points out another thing that's great about Breathedge, which is the art style. And I absolutely agree about that. The game looks really, really good. It's got that really nice sort of like right in the edge between, you know, it's realistic enough to feel like you're in a real place with like serious danger, but it's also cartoony enough. It's got this really sort of very stylized and distinctive look to it that's fun to get your eyes on. So yeah, I definitely agree about that. So anyway, yeah, I just always feel really sheepish whenever I'm criticizing somebody else's game. It feels like, potentially bad form if I'm not careful. But in this case, like, I admire a lot about what that game is doing. I feel like I learned a lot from playing it. And just at the same time, they are a commentary on the survival genre, and I feel like they're sort of, inviting commentary on their contribution to the survival genre at the same time. Why are we... Okay, here we go. Okay. Not in the best shape, but I think we can make it to the entrance. I don't see Cthulhu Monster around here anywhere. Doesn't mean it's not behind me. Random Cord says, one thing I wish survival games would do, just put a disclaimer at the front that says you're going to want to have the game wiki open at all times while playing this. Well, the thing is, for the people who write the game wiki, and a lot of other people, part of the fun is not knowing what's going on. Like, that's actually legitimately part of the reason they enjoy the game, is they like sort of the mystery of trying to solve it. But yeah, I see what you're saying, though. Oh yeah, and Stealthy Assassin points out that, yeah, like, another reason why, like, another thing that I should point out while I'm, offering constructive criticism to another game is the fact, like, I mean, obviously, State of Decay 2 has problems, right? Like, and that's the thing, like, I have made a game, been involved at least anyway in the making of a game that has got some problems to it, and so definitely, like, when I talk about the problems in a game, I'm not, like, sometimes someone will criticize a game, and it will feel like they're making a moral judgment of the game and its developers, right? Like, they're saying, oh, because you made this game wrong, you are bad people. And okay, something has gone terribly wrong with the collision on this ramp. I'm gonna try to yank myself up it. And I hope that if anybody who worked on Breath Edge sees this video, which, I think is very unlikely, I hope they understand, like, I'm not making anytime I, sort of offer, criticism about the game, I'm not making a moral judgment. I'm not saying, because I, had trouble with this aspect of the game, that means that you are bad people or anything like that. I know we're all just struggling to make the best games that we can, and sometimes things go wrong, and definitely a ton went wrong with State of Decay 2. When in like 2015, when we started, doing, early pre-production and stuff on it, like, we had this idea of how everything was going to turn out, and it did not turn out that way. And so we've spent the past couple of years since release working on it, trying to, edge it in a better direction. And each time we make an update, I feel like it gets a little bit better. But, are we ever going to quite reach the vision that we had for it initially? I don't know if we ever will. I mean, making games is just freaking difficult. It's hard to get it right. It's not like there's some obvious, easy way to make it. Because if there's an obvious, easy way to make a successful and good and perfect game, everyone would do it and all games would be perfect. There obviously is not one. And so you do your best, with what you have, and hope that that's enough. Oh, Stealthy Assassin says that Sinking City got more drama. I guess I'll have to look that up. I've got it sitting in my desktop waiting to play, but apparently, from what I've heard, the developer doesn't want people to play it because some kind of shenanigans with the publisher. I don't fully understand it, and I'm definitely not going to try to comment in that direction. So here we go. Grimace says, you play other people's games to become a better designer. You have to pay attention to the good and the bad to do that properly. That is true. Yeah, I just want to do it cautiously, because, yes, yeah, I mean, you're right. I absolutely need to be noticing and even probably sometimes commenting on the things that are not working for me. And I just think I need to make sure that it's really, really clear that the attitude I have about it is a positive and healthy one and not one where I'm just sort of like ripping on other people for entertainment. Like, that's not the way I want to do anything. Like, even if I were a critic, I hope that I wouldn't just be ripping on other people's other people's work for entertainment, but, you know, offering interesting, insightful, constructive criticism. That's what I want to do. And, you know, you can decide whether you feel like I'm getting there or not. All right, so it looks like we got some kind of pool. I'm assuming this is fine. The question is, am I going to want to have brought the prawn suit in here? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Okay, is this is like that Cthulhu monster, but smaller? Younger, maybe? Let me breathe again real quick. Okay, what can I do down here? It's got some little friends. That's cool. It doesn't seem hostile.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Huh. Okay.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
What does that mean? Okay, so it looks like maybe there used to be a gate here. Oh, what's this? Can I scan it? That's not how you open your inventory. Oh, do I not have an ion cube? I used all my ion cubes. I might have to go back and... Yeah, I have to go back and harvest some. Alright, let's head back up. Let's see if we can get that thing to do anything. It could be broken, but I'm assuming they wouldn't have the ion cube interaction unless it did something. So... Alright. I kind of just emerged like a dolphin. Like, there was no ramp out of that. I had to actually, like... shoot myself up out of the water by propelling myself quickly. Okay, luckily we've got some ion cubes to mine right here. Actually, did I... Oh, I did mine them. I just left them in the prawn. That's what I did. So I've still got some. And actually, you know what? I mean, while I'm here, might as well mine some. They've recharged, and then if I mine them now, they'll recharge again. Huh. Wait, am I done? Oh, yeah, one more. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper with the prawn suit. Though, so during one of my, the between session that I did a little bit earlier this morning, I managed to fall out of the world walking the prawn suit through a teleporter, which was bad. Oh crap! Wait a minute. Jump jets don't work here. Oh, they do work. Okay, good. I was so worried that I would not be able to get back up again. But it looks like I can, so that's nice. Feels like that might be a door that's going to open at some point. Still. Let's grab all the ion cubes we can carry, just in case we need them. All right. Let's see what opening this does. I hope that the teleporter doesn't just suck all the water out. That would be kind of weird. What is this?
My young need to hatch.
Hatching
to play outside
enzymes?
this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
So I help them escape the world, and then they give me a cure to the infection. So hatching enzymes. Where am I going to get hatching enzymes? Whoa. Oh, hey. Hi there. Cool. Thank you. Okay, looks like I do need another ion cube, so glad I brought extras. Okay, I don't know where this is going to go. Kind of want to save my game.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place.
Oh.
But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Hatching enzymes. Okay. So I've got the hatching... Wait, I've got a blueprint for hatching enzymes. Oh, I've got a blueprint. Okay, let's go up in the air just because I don't want to suffocate while I'm looking this up. We'll go up again, and then maybe we'll go through that gate once I know what we're talking about with hatching enzymes. I imagine, is this a thing I'm going to need to craft for her? Which is kind of cool, actually. Like, I gotta say, this is what boss battles in games should always be about. It should be about sort of refining and perfecting the skills you've spent the rest of the game developing. So you've spent this entire game developing your ability to harvest resources
Vital signs stabilizing.
and craft things. Then the boss battle should be a harvesting and crafting challenge. So I don't know where these enzymes would show up in my list. I still have not found all the blueprint pieces for a light stick. That's funny to me. Or for a prawn suit propulsion cannon. Still so many things I'm missing. Hatching enzymes, hatching enzymes, hatching enzymes. Huh. Trying to see. It said that I had a blueprint, right? Trying to figure out anywhere it might be. Oh, Stealthy Assassin says it was at the top. I didn't even start looking until I started scrolling down because I assumed it would be down. But yeah, you're right. It probably is at the top. Oh, there we go. Hatching enzymes right here with advanced material. So whoa. Okay. Eye stalk seed, sea crown seed, fungal sample, ghostweed seed, and bulb bush sample. Okay. I feel like I know I've seen each of these plants. I don't remember exactly where. But it seems like I've got some exploration to do. So let's find out where this teleporter goes. We are coming up on an hour, and so we're probably going to end this session pretty soon. Oh, Stealthy Assassin says, I have 2 hints. I'm not, oh, wait, is this the anti-aircraft gun? I think it is. Oh, I think I remember seeing this a long time ago. All right, cool. All right, so this does not get me any closer to home, but it does mean that I can move between these places fairly easily. So I know I've seen the ghostweed around around Nickel Station. Like there's, or it's somewhere in this sort of volcanic-y area. Or maybe right above the volcanic-y area. Okay, Stealthy Assassin says, especially... Oh, man, I stuck again. Stealthy Assassin says that especially for the secret, I might want a hint. Oh, no! Oh, gosh. All right, let's get out of here. Getting stuck like this is no fun. All right. Okay, so yeah, Stealthy Assassin says there's only actually a couple of sea crown plants in the entire map. Okay, yeah, that definitely does seem like something I would want to hint with. Or a hint for? A hint? I don't know what preposition to use. Well, this is definitely a reason never to take off this grapple deal. While I'm here, I should definitely... No, come here. No, come back down. Oh, I'm in stuck mode again. And so maybe it can't detect that I'm here. You know what? Excuse me. Wow. I don't know if it's worth it to try to deal with this thing with the prawn glitching out. We'll try it. All right, here we go. Okay, so Stealthy Assassin says that the portals in this building might actually be the key to finding these plants. That actually makes a ton of sense. I mean, there's like 5 plants I need. There's 4 portals from this building. At least one of the plants I know is actually pretty easy to find. Okay, one thing I definitely want to be done with is dealing with this prawn suit in this building. So let's walk it out here. Put it right by the door. Get out of it. And then grab everything out of its storage. And I think my next phase here is going to be trying to explore through these portals on foot. Seeing if I can find where these ingredients are. Oh, you know one thing I just realized? I don't have a really good thumbnail for this video. Let's go down here and take a picture of the big lady. Whee! Come here. I just want to take your picture. Okay, let's move a little faster. This place is huge. It's easy to miss how huge it is. That was not a good screenshot. Okay, let's try to meet her on the other side.
Unlike other alien facilities, scans indicate this location supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. Explanation unclear at this time.
All right, here we go. That was probably good. Ah, now you're big. Okay. Mission accomplished. Okay, so Stealthy Assassin says you had 2 hints. So you give me 1 hint, which is the portal's in this building, which makes perfect sense. That if they're going to send me on a scavenger hunt, they give me easy access to the places that I'm doing the scavenger hunt. Now I'm really curious what your second hint was. Hint 2 is the Sea Emperor is in the water. I assume that's the name of one of the plants. The Sea Emperor is in water? Okay, I'm not actually sure what that refers to. Oh, the person that talks. Yes. They are in water. Or do you just mean that these are all water plants? Is that... Or are you saying that... Are you pointing that out because these are not all water plants, and that's the reason why she needs help? All right. Well, you know, we're going to keep chatting after this because I think I'm going to close down this video, but still keep streaming for a little bit. So... Oh, Stealthy Assassin is saying there may or may not actually be a plant in that exact tank. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna go on our scavenger hunt next episode, so we'll start with that advice probably, and see where we can take it. So yeah, so if you're watching this later on YouTube, you know, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can also see the next episode right there whenever we make it. It's not gonna be right now because I'm tired, but yeah, and there's another video there. I don't know what it's gonna be.